What's going on, everybody? Captain Zeus here, and I'm going to be playing some Doki Doki Literature Club. I know a lot of you guys have been recommending this game to me, the dating sim / psychological horror, and I quite literally do not see what is so psychologically horrific about this. But it was free, and I said, why the frick not? So many people have been telling me to play this, so I'm going to go ahead and check this out. So if you like my playthrough, please like and subscribe to show support to the channel, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts and if I should play any other games that are like this. Dating sims for a maidenless streamer like myself. What a dream. All right, let's go ahead and play the new game. Enter my name. Oh, you know me. They call me sexual chocolate. Okay, I can't do the whole thing. We'll just go back to Zeus. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she just don't care. Like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long, I guess. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha! I'm not gonna make those sound effects. I don't know. I know anime girls do those sound effects. Not doing that. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Dude, this is so anime. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. No, I was totally gonna ignore you. That's mean, Zeus. Also, this music is kind of poppy. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or anything or something. Ooh, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Whatever you say. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets becoming increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Zeus, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Again, with the That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? What? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Dude, he does not like her. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. It's a man. That's bad. Sounds just like me. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn to socialize or have any skills before college. It's oddly specific. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. That's savage. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few cubs if that's what makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise? Will you at least promise me? Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Man, I can't read. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little. At least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Yeah, she seems uninteresting. The school is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. What? You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. No what? Well, then you can come to my club. Sorry. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Dude, I swear. Meanie. Sony is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. Yeah, she doesn't seem that interested in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyways? Well, oh gosh, what? I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Why would you tell them that? And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep, girl. Get out of here. I can't tell if somebody is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this. Pretty sure it's the latter. I'll let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Well, that took a turn. I dejectedly follow Sody across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, this is the new member here. I told you, don't call me the new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Well, I know who we're romancing. Oh, hello, dark hair beauty. The name's Zeus. Captain Zeus. Sony always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Oh, it's the tsundere. It's the tsundere. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Zeus, what a nice surprise. Romance option number 2 right here. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. No, one thing I hate about animes, and this is a common trope that a lot of people also, I'm sure, do not like. Why do they have underage looking girls as romantic options? No siree, no siree. You're in high school, not middle school. What are you looking at? You should be in middle school, kid. If you want to say something, say it. Sorry, jeez. Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girl. Why is she whispering in our ear? Hello? You're gonna let that happen? Also, how tall are these girls? Like, they all look about the same height. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. That's Queen right there. I can tell right now, that's Queen. That's my freaking Queen. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Yeah, that's Monica. That's Monica right there. Yo, what up, Monica? Come on, dap me up, Monica. It's great to see you again, Zeus. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Made it sound like we were doing some freaky deakies. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. All the things I'm not. Basically, completely out of my league. Yeah, it sounds about right. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. We need to not call her Monica. Like, honestly. Because we all know what I'm thinking right now, and I'm saying it, and it sounds exactly like Monica. You know what I'm saying? Come sit down, Zeus. We made room for you at the table, so you can come sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Yeah, get out of here, sassy little tsundere. Sorry, I got a little too excited. But how about I make some tea as well? Yes, please. Please make tea. Whatever you make, I'm sure it will be my favorite. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As already mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Yeah, I would have sat next to Monica. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? I said, are you ready? Are you ready? Ta-da! Oh, wow. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate are used to make it. That is so freaking cute. That's so cute. That's so adorable. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Soda grabs one first, then Monica, and I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a nibble. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really freaking good, dude. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I like you or anything. It's not like I heard this somewhere before? What do you mean? Made them for you or anything? What? Have you actually met Natsuki before, dude? Yeah, I thought you technically did. Saudi said. Well, maybe. But not for you, you know. Baga. All right. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. It's pretty valid. I did the exact same thing. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Maybe. And some hot chocolate might do, though. If you buy hot chocolate. Anyways, I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. And that's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, that... You know, like, why'd you have to say it out loud, dude? Yeah, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me. But I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I didn't consider the literature club. I came here for a cupcake. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. I should tell her that anyways, though. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at help, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, I don't. Stop saying that. Why is everyone saying that? I do not know what you are thinking. Stop assuming I'm psychic. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. It's actually inspiring. I respect that. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. She's such a great leader. Why is there only 4 of you guys here? And you're not even guys, you're gals. And I'm surprised there aren't more people at the club yet. That's what I'm saying. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. I feel like literature would be a pretty easy go-to for people, whether just to be lazy or because people like reading these days. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it, girl. Ha! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. My weenus. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Zeus, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, it's the kind of stuff you put in your private tab. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. Oh, don't worry. I'll change. I'll change for you. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Fantasy is a fun genre. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? That was an oddly weird, specific kind of question. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I could relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Why do I feel like she's like one of those freaking BDSM freaking empresses or whatever? She's got like that super dark side to her. Gonna come over here with a freaking whip in the next meeting. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. You're in the wrong game, apparently, sister. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. I feel like she's probably the more romantic type. She's all about those lovey-dovey dramas. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? Saw it coming. What gave you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Saori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! She says that while looking cute. It's not working, sister. It's not working. You're tiny. You're not even mighty. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Yeah, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? Dang, why is she coming at me with attitude? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. Ooh, nice jab. Nice peer pressure. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. The frick are you on about, Yuri? You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. Hey, who said Yuri had poems? We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Gosh, I'm not gonna like it. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. I never agreed to join the club. I'm just gonna put that out there. Isn't that right, Zeus? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? We're back to the original topic of me joining the club. I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Sardi may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have the other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, Zeus, you guys, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Easy, you leave, you walk out the door, man. That is, if writing poem is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Insert title screen. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sorry wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, get off. You really did scare me for a moment. Says the horror fanatic. If you really just came by for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Listen, sister, I totally just came by for the cupcakes. I'm not even gonna front. That makes it official. Welcome to the Doki Doki Literature Club. Thanks again. Okay, everyone, I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Zeus, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. What's up with this side? This little side pose. That's gotta be like such an uncomfortable pose. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Hey, look, you start writing some rap lyrics. I'm sure Monica's gonna be super cool with it. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Zeus, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sardi and I never walk home together anymore because she always stays after school for clubs. Yeah, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. All right, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will come to me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.